I'm Vicky Della Gioia with The Way of Joy. In the last few days, weeks, and even months, I've had this experience a couple of different times with people who have projected something onto me, something that has to do with their own background or their own history or their own stuff that, at least in my opinion, doesn't really have much to do with who I am or what I've done or how I've communicated. I felt like it was just coming for me out of the blue. And of course, I could be really unconscious of ways in which I might have triggered these projections. But it's been interesting for me to notice how quickly I dive down into what I think of as a victim mindset, where I feel like it's not fair, it's unjust, they're not seeing me for who I truly am, I'm a really good person, and wanting to somehow prove something to them or to the world. I think that that's a real trap, a sort of a downward spiral for me that takes me into a place where I'm not actually engaging anymore with people in a direct way, but rather I'm just so in my own feelings and feeling so protective about what they're projecting onto me that I'm starting to put out a projection about myself. So I've been really wanting to shake that off. And in a previous blog, you can see one of the shaking practices that I love to do from Qigong. But today what I'd like to share with you is just a way of breaking up some of that stagnation so that I can kind of come back to my whole self and hopefully communicate from a more self-loving and heart-open place that still has boundaries. Because ultimately, I actually feel that this has been a boundary issue on my part. With a cupped hand, begin to tap your chest, breaking open anything that feels stuck in your own heart center, and then tap yourself on the shoulder. The cupped hand will help bring out anything that feels like it's stagnant. And you just want to do 3 times down one arm, just drawing that sense of old stuff out of your body, and then do the same thing on the second arm 3 times. And then tapping your chest down to your belly, and then your hips, and then going down the outsides of your legs, coming up on the insides of the legs 3 times. And then lower back and upper back, back of your neck, top of your head, and brush off that old stuff so that you can come back to center.